Hello everybody, welcome back to the Stacey preview show. I am your host Jake Tom, back for another Sky Bet League One preview, this time a midweek trip up to Highbury Stadium to take on Fleetwood. Before we get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We're trying to reach 500 subs by the end of the year. A man with well over 500 subscribers on his way to 10k, Mr Natman. Ben, how you doing, son?
I'm doing really well, mate. Thank you for having me on. It feels like, forever since, the rearranged game that was going to go on, and, we met up and enjoyed what we could have done of the day. And then, obviously, the game got called off, and a lot's happened since then. I think it was a big game for both of us at the period of time. You've kicked on. We really haven't really done anything since then, bar at the weekend. So, I think the game has less significance on both clubs than it did, but more on one football club, and that's us.
Now, if it seems that me and Ben are a little bit tired, we've just done an hour and a half live stream with each other, with each other's company. So if we're sick and tired of each other, you'll be able to tell. Now, Ben.
I'm sick and tired after a minute and a half, mate. Never mind an hour and a half.
Right. Just you be careful. Give me some lip on my channel. Right. Stephen Craney, Ben. Good or bad? Stephen Craney came in, replaced Simon Grayson. Obviously, I think he was out on the booze the night we went out in Blackpool before the game earlier in the year. What's going on with Stephen Craney? Because I genuinely couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's one of those where he's been given a job on a difficult basis. I don't think any other manager would have dealt better. I think the injuries that we had 16 out injured a couple of weeks, which is ridiculous. We're now down to, I think, only 6. So we have got bodies back, and we had them on Saturday, and that's why we won the game of football in the end, where Pilkington and Houghton came on and both scored. So it is big that we have got those players back. I do like him. I think he's been given a tough role, but again, the results haven't been good enough really overall. And he got one on Saturday, and he's just got to keep doing that now. And people going to be a switch in the break. I don't think that was wise. I think when you've got 8 games left, you just see it out. And if we go down, and we rebuild. But again, I said to you at the start of the year, mate, we'd just stay up in August, and I said to the same again in February. And I'm saying again now, I think we will just stay up and we'll be above that line.
What has Craney brought in that's different to Simon Grayson? Has he changed system? Has he gone 3 at the back, 4 at the back? What sort of football has Craney got you playing?
Much better, much quicker. We like to use our wingers. We like to get the ball as quickly as possible. We haven't really changed formation. We've been playing a back 3 a lot of the time. He has changed it to a back 4 now and again. He has put a lot more trust in the younger players as well. He's had to do at times as well. He's got to tune out of some of the players that maybe Grayson couldn't, maybe a Houghton Biggins, a Paddy Lane. Those types of footballers have done really well since he came into the football club. The players love him. And I think when the players are loving him and singing his praises, I think you've always got an opportunity to stay up in a league. Yeah,
and you mentioned there that the game against Crewe, obviously you were there on Saturday. Only good teams go to Crewe and win, don't they? Because we went a couple of months ago and got beat. What was different? Because you guys looked completely comfortable, even at 1-1. I think you guys were completely fine, weren't you? When Crewe scored. Just tell us about the victory. Obviously, it's your first win in 14 as well. Nearly, not quite Wimbledon levels, but you were getting there, weren't you?
Yeah, 100%. Again, you've got to go to Crewe and win it. I know it's difficult. I know it's easier said than done, and they're always going to make it hard for you. But again, it was a good result. We needed to do it. 3 points closer to safety. I think Crewe are a poorer side than they were 3 months ago. I think the heads have gone. Losing 13 out of 14 does it for you. When the fans are, giving abusive messages about the manager, it can have an impact on the players as well, where they think, well, is he doing it right? Are we better than the manager as well? It always happens at a lot of football clubs up and down the country. So, it's another 3 points, but you went to Charlton and won at the weekend as well, by 2-1. It's a great result for you. So both sides are going into the game with much needed confidence.
Now, I've written down League One relegation battle. We've just spent perhaps best part of an hour and a half discussing it on the live stream. So anyone that wants to go and watch our in-depth discussion, I would point in that direction. You've said Fleetwood are narrowly going to survive. Are you confident of narrowly surviving, or is there perhaps a little part of you that goes, yeah, we might be in League Two next season?
Of course, there's a part that thinks that, Jake. There's not been a game where, when we lose, I always think that, crap, we're going to go down. But when you always have a different mindset. I'll be honest with you. We won 2 in a row in January, and I thought, after we beat Rotherham, I thought, I'll tell you what, we can really get away from it. We're 4 points. And then the next week, we're only a point. And then the next week, we're in the bottom 4 again. So we've been very lucky. I think we've only been in the bottom 4 once this year. And that's when we didn't play, and we got a point the next game and got out. So, I think there's always going to be doubt, and there's always going to be that bit of relief when you win a game of football. I think Fleetwood will have enough points. I think Fleetwood have favourable fixtures. But that doesn't matter in League One. Anyone can beat anyone. It's that time of the season where teams are on the beach and results don't happen that you think they will. I think the teams at the bottom pick up a little bit and maybe get more points than you schedule them for at the start of the season. So there's always that doubt, but I am absolutely confident at this moment in time that we will stay up in League One. I look at it, I think we will get past Morecambe. I think we'll get past Gillingham. I think Gillingham are the only team that I think will stay up, but I think if one of us were going to do it, I think it'll be Fleetwood, if I'm honest with you. It is biased, but I don't know how we're going to stay up, but I think we will stay up. I've got to believe it. It's my team, and if I came on here and said we're going to go down, I don't think that is the right message to send out, if I'm honest with you.
And how many points do you think you're going to pick up from your last 7 games I think you guys have got left? How many do you think they're realistically going to pick up?
8. I think we need 9. I think we'll get 8. I think we stay up on goal difference. I think it's going to be that close. The goal difference could be a point.
Yeah. Now, Ben, I've written down some key men. Danny Andrew is a player that I've admired. He obviously turned up when we played earlier in the season. But the emergence of Paddy Lane is sort of hard to recognise. Called up to the Northern Irish setup the last couple of camps as well. Talk to us about Paddy Lane, obviously the story, how he's progressed over the last year, because he seems to be one of those players that, should Fleetwood hopefully not get relegated, but if they did, would definitely be securing a League One move, if not probably going up a league as well.
100%. He's just one of the many footballers that we've got at the football club at the minute that are, could probably play at a higher level. Obviously, we've seen Jamie Tetti and James Hill get moved. I think there's others maybe 12, 18 months behind him as well, maybe in the likes of Shaden Morris, Carl Johnston, and Barry Bagley, Dylan Boyle, those types of footballers as well. He is a very good player. He's very good on left and right foot as well. He plays in multiple different positions as well. He is most effective as a left winger. We have had to play in wing back lately for Danny Andrews' absence as well. So, again, he's one of those who can play in the different positions, and getting that call up, he deserves. His attitude is second to none. He doesn't give up. He's a fighter. He scores goals. He assists goals, and he can produce a moment out of magic. And I've always said that Fleetwood season, and I still do, defies on that man.
And over the January window, obviously Lincoln and Fleetwood picked up strikers from Portsmouth deemed not good enough by their supporters, and our former man Danny Cowley. Ellis Harrison, Ben, talking about him, he's really hit he scored on debut away at Doncaster, scored again on Saturday at Crewe. Is he having the similar impact as to what John Marquis is having with us? Is he doing that sort of thing for you?
Yeah, I think Marquis is a better player than Harrison, but he scored some big goals. The goal away at Crewe was a cushion. The goal at Doncaster won us the game of football. He scored a header with a couple of minutes to go against Plymouth that earned us a point. Already then, that's 7 points that he's helped us with. 7 points. I've just said 7 points could keep us up this season, and it's ridiculous to think that. Again, he's that bit of experienced striker. He's had a few football clubs, hasn't he now? Bristol Rovers, Portsmouth, now Fleetwood as well. He scored a lot of goals across his time as well. A lot of them in League Two as well. But he's still a good player, and he can hold the ball up. And Marcus is the same. He's a very good player at this level. He plays his best football in the other team's box, and with confidence and that little bit of maybe a little bit of confidence behind him, can do really well. And Lincoln maybe expect him to score 15 goals a season, where Portsmouth expect him to score 20, 25 goals. And he's not the same at Fleetwood or Lincoln. And we judge plays totally different. And I think that's why you see they've done really well.
I'll take your mind back, Ben, to the first away day of the season for you. You came down to Lincoln on the bus, stopped at the Golden Eagle. had a couple of nice beers. I think you might have even had a burger, which is a very good choice. Lincoln beat you 2-1 that day. 2-1? 2-1. Danny Andrews set you on your way, didn't he? Great free kick, fantastic free kick. But then Anthony Scully and Teo Eden down the left-hand side. I think you got a really good clip, actually, of Anthony Scully's goal. Similar goal to what he scored against Charlton on the weekend for Lincoln fans who perhaps weren't able to make the game. Your thoughts on that day, on the game, if you can remember. I know it's a long time ago, and you were impressed with us, weren't you? I can seem to remember.
Yeah, I was more impressed with the fans. I've said it many times. I think Lincoln are in the top 5, top 6 home atmospheres in the EFL. Never mind League One. It is a small but compact stadium compared to your likes of Wednesday, Sunderland, Ipswich's, but they make some racket. And when the going got tough, the fans responded. And I reckon if maybe your fans weren't like that, you don't win that game of football. I think you draw it 1-1 at best. I think you got that. You got that team over the line, like you've done on many different occasions when you've come up from the National League or League Two, and your support has been brilliant. And I'll never knock anyone's support, but yours is certainly up there. And you deserve to win on the day. You played some really good stuff. You linked up down the left, like you said, with those 2 footballers in Eden and Scully, and you scored 2 good goals. It was a good one to take, but we've had so many late goals against us this year. I think Ipswich, we've had 8 or 9 in the last minute this season. That is the difference where you are to where we are. You're safe, we're not.
Yeah, I think your point about our supporters is epitomised. I'm sure you might not have seen, Ben, but we've passed 4,500 season ticket holders for next season when many fans are sort of on the border, but the manager is very impressive. Now, you cover League One, so I'm expecting you to know a bit about our game against Charlton on Saturday. Obviously, you are a big Charlton fan. Johnny Jackson, man, he's done really well since getting the job. Since getting the job on a part-time basis, not so much so well when he's come in permanently. Were you shocked to see that result come through at 5-10 on Saturday?
No, I thought you'd get a point. I think you win the game, maybe not. But I always thought if there was going to be a team to win, I thought it'd be you. I thought you're very good away from home, to be fair. You're the type of side that can get a goal and sit on it. Maybe if you don't score the first goal, that's maybe sometimes when you struggle, you got a second, and then maybe that fear of doubt where 2-1 comes. And like I say, I think was it Washington had a big chance, which has made it 2-2. But again, it's a great away performance, great 3 points, and that. You've had a couple of them lately where you've got points against good football inside, like Sheffield Wednesday, now Charlton. Charlton have had an up and down season. I think they had their moment in the sun when Jackson first came in. It's all about getting to the end of the season now. A bit like yourselves, one of those games. Let's win as many games as we can to the end of the season, and we have a break in the summer for about a month. And from maybe the start of June, we process our season.
And we're on to Tuesday, Ben. I know you're strapped for time. Your pitch is going to be, it was the deciding factor in the game that was postponed earlier in the season, which we had a great afternoon in Jim's Bar, by the way. Recommend anyone going down to the game, get yourself in Jim's Bar before the game. This man will definitely be there on the bevs. Your pitch is going to be a massive factor in this game, isn't it? The sheer state of it.
Huge. It's been awful, and it's needing doing in the summer. I think, again, maintenance costing a lot of football clubs have not done it really, have they? I think they wanted to save money, and obviously you've seen a lot of football clubs losing now in the latest, financial reports that came out earlier this week and late last week as well. And it will be a fact. I think you've got to play football on a dodgy pitch. When I came down to Sincil Bank, it was an absolute carpet, and it's totally different to that. There's bubbles everywhere. There's mud bats everywhere. It's there's no drainage on it, and it's an absolute state. It's not a footballing pitch. It's one of those types that you play in a Sunday league, and that's not the worst I've played on, but I think Fleetwood can match that.
Yeah, fair enough. And just in terms of how we're expecting it to go, obviously the game means more for Fleetwood than it does for Lincoln at this sort of stage. Are we saying Fleetwood are going to walk away with 3 crucial points and back that result up from Saturday afternoon?
I think it'll be a draw. I think it's 2 decent sides. Two sides that are down there in the league. I think Lincoln are a decent side. I think Fleetwood are a decent side on the day. I think Fleetwood haven't been able to do it Saturday, Tuesday for the size of the squad. It's too thin. You made 6 changes on Saturday. We haven't got that luxury. You can do it again and be fresh. We haven't. I think it's going to be a draw. And you know something, I'm going to go for Marcus and Harrison to score as well.
You know, given the state of your pitch, I think that's not a bad shout. Now, Ben, we'll leave that there. That's all about football. Go plug your YouTube channel. You're well on the way to 10K.
Yeah, I do all League One content. You know, again, I'll be talking about the game tomorrow, from the game as well. I'll put a match day vlog up. I do League One content as well, which I cover the imps on as well. So if you want to come and follow me, Cod's Vlogs on YouTube, and this man is on every Monday night, and we've got him in on loan till end of the season. See how he does, and get the contract out. Let him write whatever he wants if he keeps impressing like he has done lately. And give this man a subscription. This channel's one of the best out there, and I wish Lincoln all the best for the season.
Appreciate that, Ben. Hopefully a Joe Bursick type loan performance from myself, hopefully over on your channel. Thanks for coming on, Ben. Massively appreciate it, mate. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back for another preview later on this week as we have Barry from the Progress with Unity podcast coming on for the Wigan game. Take care. Thank you for watching.